What's your name?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, the name's Lieutenant Steve. Pleasure to meet you. And you are? And you are?
Darren.
Darren. Oh, that's great.
Radio Liberty has no beef and doesn't intend to. We're just a voice. We get the information out there and we play a little bit of music. Just because we happen to associate with a couple of people who may associate with the Order doesn't mean we associate with the Order itself. There's no association. So, if you're thinking about roughing us up, that would be a bad idea. I'm not trying to intimidate you, just warn you.
I have no intention of hurting anyone with the radio station.
I can't be too certain about that because you sound a little bit suspicious. Forgive me for being careful, but there are people I care about up here who I need to keep safe. And I can't do that if I'm afraid of the people that are coming to visit.
There are people down here that I need to keep safe, and I can't do that if someone up there stays there.
Radio Liberty is a neutral party. No fighting will take place on its grounds. Do I make that clear?
On what grounds?
These grounds, the radio tower, and its surroundings.
And what happens if I break that rule?
Then the full force of the radio tower will come down upon you and all of its friends. And the radio tower has a lot of friends. People tend to like the press.
I see.
I think rats do better on the ground and in the sewer than they do in trees anyway.
Now you're welcome up here,
I don't know.
and the lieutenant will not fire upon you, and I will make sure of that. If he fires first, then we'll turn on him.
Yeah. This isn't an attack on Radio Liberty.
What is it an attack on then?
Lieutenant Steve and the Order.
I wish you all the best. Now get the fuck out of my woods!
I'm gonna shoot right next to your head. Watch out.
Will it damage the wood? Oh, yeah, there's already damage. Yeah, the wood's damaged. We need to repair this shit before it breaks.
Now they're moving. Hold up. Stevie likey.
Steve, don't talk.
They heard my M249. They know better.
That doesn't matter.
He's near the yellow tent. He's on the road near the yellow tent, behind the truck. Ah, I see one. He's inside the bus. He's inside the bus between Capital Munch and gas station. All black clothes. A secondary gun on his back.
Taxi doesn't have
That is
shit shit
a rat.
anymore on
That
it.
is a rat.
No wheels, no
In the hospital.
sabotage.
Alright guys, I called in the order, so we should take out all these rats in no time, and then we'll pick up the loot and we're done.
Is that the order, Steve?
Yeah, they're getting the guy in black right now. He's got a rocket launcher.
Alright. Make sure they're not rubbing you in. Please. Wait, I'm gonna go down, actually.
No, don't go down. It's about to pop off. Stay up here now. Stay up here.
But we don't know if they're rats.
I do know. The one on the ground is.
There's too many hostiles.
He's shooting! Nice, hostile. Kill him. Kill all of them.
Kill
The guy
me.
in the yellow tent, he's coming out of the yellow tent now.
Come help, guys. Monster.
He's at the yellow tent here.
I'm coming towards you, Lieutenant, from Scrapyard. I'm on the hill here. I have a escort, so...
I killed the guy in the yellow tent.
You're not in the bush?
Kill.
I'm not in the bush.
Dead.
Nice.
Directly at the bottom of the ladder. He's watching our ladder.
What is he looking? What is he wearing?
The ghillie.
Another rat down, 4 rats down.
We appreciate the assist there.
No problem, man.
They were certainly causing us some bother. Did you hear about the firefight here the other day?
No.
Didn't look.
No.
They fired on Radio Liberty. I'm sure you know, we attempt to stay neutral, but if somebody aggresses on the press, then what do we do about it? We appreciate the help here, so we've got a little gift for you guys as a token of our thanks. And I hope that
Here you go.
maybe in the future, it'll happen again.
That was acquired by an associate of ours, Jay.
Good job, Jay.
We good?
Got hostiles? We're good.
Yep.
Was it the guy in the ghillie?
Yeah.
Good shit. Let me see what he's got on.
Whereabouts? I need to see if I can ID him.
I told you guys there was one guy in a ghillie down there.
Oh, somebody bring this M40 up to the base. Quickly. Grab it.
There are still some bodies. We couldn't carry all the shit, so...
We'll go take a look.
Right.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
So, it is with a heavy heart, I must report, that Radio Liberty and its people were attacked. Yesterday evening, just after the broadcast ended. You may have heard the gunfire if you were anywhere in the vicinity, and I hope that no stray rounds landed near any of you fine folks. Thankfully, none of my associates were injured in the brief firefight, so we're all whole up here. What concerns us on the matter is that we not only know the perpetrators, but we know why they did it. They were after someone, a personal friend of mine. I fear I haven't given much context into the situation and exactly what led to this, so I'll give a brief summary based off of the facts and information I've been given. The men who tried to intimidate, threaten, and even attack us are known as the Rats. As far as I've been told, they were once members of the Order that not only betrayed and attacked the group, but shot my friend, Lieutenant Steve, in the back, in cold blood, and left him to die on the side of the street. These are the men who would so brazenly attempt to threaten us. 2 days ago, I reported on an incident in Hayward, not far from here. With better information on the subject, I can, with a certainty, tell you that the Order tracked down the whereabouts of the Rats with the help of Lieutenant Steve and led an attack on their home base. Now, normally, you would think giving vengeance for what the Rats did to them would be the end of it. But revenge is a vicious cycle, and as we all know, Rats are known for jumping off of a sinking ship to save themselves. Even if it means killing themselves in the end. Now, instead of mustering up the courage to face the Order themselves, they instead decided to seek out this personal vendetta on a man who had done nothing wrong, save for trying to get back at the men who wronged him in the first place. Their retaliation against Steve, who, mind you, was in the neutral grounds of Radio Liberty, was completely unfounded and frankly quite cowardly. If it weren't for the presence of Radio Liberty's associates, Steve surely would have met a grimmer fate. But instead, we stand by him and defend him on the grounds that Radio Liberty remained neutral in the conflict. Of course, they didn't care. We were even so kind as to offer them shelter from the night up in the tower, and one of our associates, Jay, even offered them medical assistance and spare medical supplies. But of course, they spat in the face of that offer and bit the hand that tried to feed them. Just like a feral animal would. We have tried so desperately to ensure that Radio Liberty would remain a neutral party, and we still do, as there are no sides to take in a world with no order. But that does not mean we won't fight our own wars against men who would so brazenly and mindlessly intimidate the press. We gave them every opportunity to adhere to reason, and even after the bullets had flown and the dust had settled, we still offered them the chance at redemption and forgiveness by giving them the opportunity to come on the show and explain their case and apologize. I think you can guess what their answer was. So here we are now, beset on all sides by men who only wish to make the world worse than it already is. You've seen it time and time again, or at least you've heard of it, the greed and corruption of man. Even given the chance at a better life, these bandits refuse. There is no reasoning with men who don't understand the power of words. The rats, the order, neither of them care about liberty or the message it tries to spread, and that is their gravest mistake. Simple man underestimate the power of a voice heard by many, and I know we are heard by many. You're probably asking at this point, Flowers, what does this have to do with us?
Michael.
In reality, nothing. You can continue doing as you would, surviving, getting by, whatever you need to do to keep living. But I'll propose an idea to you all, those who consider themselves friends or fans of Radio Liberty, even those who don't, to hear my request. In our attempts to remain neutral in all conflict, we unfortunately lack power. But it is said that the pen is mightier than the sword. To be very clear, this is not a call to arms, but a call to action. I'm not asking any of you out there to ever put your lives on the line for this petty squabble. All I'm asking is for you to denounce the rats. These men are identified by gas masks with glowing green eyes. If you see them, run or hide. If they approach you, don't speak to them. If they try to trade, refuse them. These men lack the cognitive function to fear anything presented with them, so instead of trying to scare them, we will ignore them. Travel in groups if you can. Make it as hard as possible for men like these to make a profit doing what they do. You may be scared to see them, but let me tell you from first-hand experience, these men aren't as scary as they think they are. Imagine for a moment how many of them there could be. 5, 6, maybe 7? Then think about how many survivors are out there right now amongst you, probably listening to this broadcast right now. Hundreds. Now is better time as any to reach out to them. Make as many friends as you can, because in the end, they'll all you'll have. At the end of the day, I don't want these men dead. I want to wear down whatever desperate attempt at a wall they've put up around their humanity. I want to shatter that blockade that hides their fragile psyches. These men are not tough. These men are not scary, and these rats are not winning this fight. The war started with the order, and it's ending with Radio Liberty. If you want to help, you know where to find us, just like they do. Now, back to the music.